They won't use my video.
Google Maps is what, 2 years old now? So it's out to date every time.
They won't
So
see all
nobody's
the,
gonna-
as much
nobody's
stock,
gonna
they
plan
won't know where all cars are and stuff like that.
Basically, nobody's going to take a plan a hit on the 2-year-old data, are they?
We're at Aston Barclay, the National Car and Van Auction and Remarketing Specialists. Now there's not a lot of information on their website, but they do have featured products. So they have like, I don't know, it looks a bit kind of evaluate kind of things, you know, products and things like that. But yeah, they auction vans and cars. Well, specialists it says. It's quite a nice building, it's quite a big building, and they've got a massive welcome sign above the reception over there, and 3 Aston Barclay flags flying. Some nice cars in the car park, and the site is big. They do have a pitch over this way to this side, and there's a lot of cars there. There's a lot of stock. So yeah, the site itself is quite big. And we've got a second building over there. That one's vehicle remarketing. That's it. Vehicle remarketing at the top there. We've got one coming out now, look. Wonder where that's going. ID. Volkswagen ID. Very nice. That is the bit there. Welcome. All the way back there as well. What we'll do is we'll kind of return to the public area. Well, this is public, we are in the public area, but I'll just go a little bit further back.
The scene opens at a sprawling car auction site, a place where the line between private operations and public access is often blurred and misunderstood. The auditor begins filming from an area that appears open to the public, but the scale of the facility alone is enough to make staff uneasy, especially when security concerns start creeping in. Right away, the auditor calmly establishes where he's standing and what he's doing, setting the tone for what's about to unfold. The real test isn't about cameras. It's about knowledge. Do the employees understand the difference between filming they don't like and filming that's actually unlawful? With that question hanging in the air, all eyes turn to see who will step forward first and how they choose to handle it.
I'm going to take the drone off for a little look around from the air. I'll do the aerial tour. It's a bit windy, so not sure if I'll have to come back. I mean, look at them flags. Might have to come back to get the drone footage for this place. Seems to be a lot of stock on the other side, as well as the. Hi there, you alright?
Can I ask what you're doing?
Just a little video on Aston Barclay.
Alright.
Just yeah, in the area, so I thought I'd come up. Massive building.
Anything in particular?
No,
Did
it's
you
just for me.
seek permission or
Permission?
obviously something's private land effectively?
This is not private land here, is it?
Go to the front.
Where the studs are, there. They're that's so after that, that's private property.
But not all that area around, then obviously
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
here. Obviously we don't mind as long as we know what the purpose of the filming is, that's all.
Ah, right, yeah, it's just for me. It's just personal. It's nothing. It's not for a company. I'm not. Yeah. All I'm doing is I wanted to have a look at the site because it's big, isn't it? There's loads of cars in there and stuff like that. So I thought I'd come along. Just gonna do a bit of ground filming, and then I'm gonna fly a drone over to get the aerial shots of the yard and the building.
I imagine you'd need permission to do that if you're going to actually find the nature of what you
flight over here with police being there as well.
It's just understanding what you're actually going to do with the footage. Obviously, you can't anybody's permission. That's all.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, it's fine. It's all right. I'm just literally. It's private. You see, I'm not a business or anything like that. I'm just going to fly over, get the shots, zoom in on the bits that look really interesting, and you know the public don't generally get to see. Have a look at how many cars you've got over there, because there's a lot of cars over there, isn't there? And that's it really. I'll be off then.
But like I say, you can't fly a drone because you're too close to that police.
No, that's not. I'll be going over at police station later on my way back. I'm going to go fly over there. And
You're not allowed to.
I am.
Why?
Why does he think I'm not allowed to?
No, I was just trying to understand what you actually do with the footage, because obviously using that footage, because it actually, filming us, you can film us, but you can't do anything with the footage without our permission.
Well, the thing is, I'm not on your site or anything. I'm just out in public. I'm not going to.
Filming us while we're talking.
Yeah, because we're all out in public, aren't we? You've approached me, so
again,
yeah.
whether it's public or not, depending on what you're going to do with that footage, you would need our express permission to do anything with it. So it's for us to just need to understand what the use of that footage is. That's all.
Almost immediately, the familiar confusion between public access and private ownership comes into play. An employee questions the filming, leaning on the idea of private property. Even though the conversation is happening in an area open to the public, the key rule here is simple. There is no expectation of privacy in a public place. If something can be seen from where you're lawfully allowed to stand, it can generally be filmed. As the pressure builds, the auditor stays composed and clears up another critical point. He isn't operating as a business. That distinction quietly dismantles several common arguments around commercial privacy and makes it clear that this isn't about exploitation or trade secrets, but about understanding where the law actually draws the line.
Okay, well, just like I say, I'm just filming for personal purposes, basically.
Then can I say now that
Why do you have personal interest?
Well, have I got a personal interest? What, in Aston Barclay?
Well, yeah.
Just in all
the stuff that you do.
Yeah, all industrial estates really. So I go down, do a little video tour on the ground. If you guys come out and speak to me, that's quite good, because obviously I might ask you a couple of questions, see if I can get any info about what you do and stuff like that. And then literally fly the drone over, get the aerial shots top down, and that'll be fine. You won't be able to see anything on the drone. It'll be so high up you won't see people's faces or car number plates or all that.
I think it's now just recording number
Is that
plates.
what you do? Is that your job? Is that what you...
I don't do it as a job, no. It's more of a hobby, if you know what I mean. 'Cause I don't.
What do you put it on?
No, it's just I'd rather not say, you know what I mean. I'm literally just out doing some quick shots, just a bit of filming, bit of droning, and then that's it.
Again, if you've captured us as individuals, we have the right to know what we do with that footage. That's the thing.
Under what do you mean?
Well, again, you can record things, but you can't actually use it without express permission. Or GDPR basics, basically. You need our express permission to do anything with that.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. So you're thinking about GDPR. No, I'll set your mind at rest there. GDPR won't apply to what I'm doing, because
I know it's not personal information, but it is still using our interactions, our footage.
Oh, I know, but if you read GDPR, what you'll find is that you're right in one way, but the way I do it, it's put together with artistic and journalistic license. So I'm not in.
So I'm not convinced of GDPR, but GDPR is one part of it, but equally the legal right to the film and what happens to that footage. I'm talking about that, specifically.
Right.
GDPR comes in when all these other costs. These are trade vehicles, these are customer vehicles, these are other businesses. But again, if you've got technology on your equipment to delete all the registration numbers.
Oh no, that took forever. Yeah. I mean,
you see, that's where I'm coming from. You see, all it takes is to one of our customers' vehicles to be in here, then see a footage, and then someone else get connected to it, and then we're implicated in it because we've allowed filming of vehicles.
You haven't allowed it, have you? It's just that you haven't covered them all up. You know what I mean?
Well, then because we didn't know. You see, so by doing that and having this conversation, we've technically by default allowed it to happen.
This is where GDPR gets dragged into the conversation and completely misunderstood. The manager raises concerns about data protection and potential liability, but the law doesn't work the way they think it does. GDPR includes a clear exemption for purely personal or household activities, which covers individuals filming in public for personal, journalistic, or artistic purposes. The regulation is aimed at organizations that process personal data, not private individuals holding a camera in a public space. What's really driving concern here is fear. that by allowing the filming to continue, the company might somehow be endorsing it. But legally, they don't have that power. When something is visible from a public place, it falls into the public domain for photography and filming, whether a business is comfortable with it or not.
It's just very, very complicated. You can imagine, because of the hundreds of thousands of customers and buyers that we have, sharing information like that without express permission or has to actually sign off. I mean, it could have been just a quick matter of, tapping in reception, speaking to our marketing and HSEQ people, and we could have agreed it all off.
People normally go on bad when I do that though, because I normally film the whole thing from start to finish. So if I walked in with a camera, then I am filming them. Then, if you know what I mean. So I'm not filming you because you've walked up to me, you've approached me.
Now, aren't you?
Oh yeah, but I was filming already, so you've approached me and come onto the camera. So I'd never walk up to somebody. That's why I didn't go into reception, because I don't generally tend to walk up to people and stick a camera in the face. If people want to come to me,
No, what you do is put your camera, if you start, that's what you started
Put your camera on and go
before
into
you started
reception
filming.
first, before you started filming.
The only concern
so I can only talk to one person at a time.
So yeah, what I'm trying to make is, obviously you can walk into the building without filming, so you won't be, it comes to be in everybody's privacy. We're just a little bit concerned that this is a big company with a lot of customers, a lot of cars.
It is.
And we've actually been like you filming it specifically, and we don't know what it's going to be used for. That's
Yeah. Right. But I mean, I'll allay your concerns in a way. Just it's nothing nefarious. I ain't come to rob you or look. If you look at.
I never thought that for a minute. It's the simple fact that you've gathered all this footage, and we're basically sanctioning it by allowing this to carry on. That's my fear.
Yeah,
We could get
that's my point though. You're not allowing it to carry on. It's just going to carry on regardless.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. So if we understand what it's used for, we either agree or disagree. If we disagreed with the footage, then we wouldn't be able to use it. If we agreed with it, then we'd sign off on it, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Well, I don't normally do it. I don't normally take that approach. Normally, what I do is I just turn up, do it from mainly from the outside. So I try not to go on as much these days, because sometimes I do stray on a bit. Just
be able to leave us your name and address. That should we have any implications or follow up?
I definitely don't do that.
To fill yourself, we don't know where that footage is going to.
I know what you mean. But I definitely don't do that. I don't give my personal details out to anybody.
Right. But yet you're quite happy to film to everybody else around here, because
Well, no, I'm not. No,
it's name badges and everything normal. Because people outside do not.
No, it's not like that. You've come out to me in public.
You're happy for me to film you at this point?
As attention shifts toward security, the conversation reveals another hard boundary in the law. Safety concerns don't cancel out civil liberties. The manager tries a different angle, asking for the auditor's name in the hope it will ease worries about theft or misconduct. The concern itself isn't malicious, but the request crosses a line. Private citizens and private security have no authority to demand identification, and a photographer is under no obligation to surrender their name just to make someone else feel comfortable. The auditor handles it calmly, refusing without hostility, making one thing clear. Personal anonymity isn't a bargaining chip, and it doesn't have to be traded away to satisfy someone else's unease.
Of course you can.
But it's not just from our individual persons. It's just talking about the actual business security risk and all that stuff. Basically, we've had a number of hits on theft.
Oh, that's bad.
This is it. Now, I know people know that we're here, but when you've got somebody filming that footage can be taken away, detailed and scrutinised by somebody who plans to do a hit on the place. That's how many hits we had? 3 or 4 hits.
That's bad.
That's the concern. So from the insurance point of view, if that footage is out there for everybody to see, all those implications involved with it. So, and again, it's not necessarily. Wouldn't necessarily say no, but we don't know anything about it, so we can't agree or disagree. That's the problem.
No, that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, that's just the way it works, isn't it? So if somebody just comes out, they're just having a little film around in public, they're allowed to film whatever they can see.
We've got a public auction. We can't film in there without express permission. You're not allowed to.
A public auction.
Yeah.
So you can I go in there? Can I go in?
Of course, but you can't because there's other people in there. There's customers around there.
Yeah.
Walk in without your camera.
Can I?
Yeah,
I can walk in without my camera.
You can't.
So it's kind of public accessible.
There'll be public, you cannot film in there when there's public there.
Yeah. Now it's not something I'm interested in filming inside, because I know that'd probably upset you even more, because you're not impressed that I'm doing it outside, are you? But
we're not impressed. Don't misconstrue us. What we're trying to say is we don't know your purpose and what you're going to do. And that's the thing. And you're giving us all the assurances what your intent is, but it means nothing. Units like that, something gets out on the internet and it's out there for everybody. There is no control over that. And that's why we need licensing, things in place to control that.
And if I were a robber, I'd be off by now. But don't worry.
I'm not saying that. What I'm suggesting is that the footage that you use and you put out there could be, further taken and looked at and reviewed, and people consider ways in.
All right, there's Google Maps, though, isn't there? They could probably Street View and everything, but they probably use that. They won't use my video.
But Google Maps is 2 years old now. So it's out to date every time.
They won't see as much stock. They won't know where all cars are and stuff like that.
Basically, nobody's going to take a plan a hit on a 2-year-old data, are they?
Yeah, true. Because the drone, that'll get it top down, so they'll be able to see where all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is our Google Earth for about 2 years old at least.
I'll tell you what though, I normally speed the drone footage up a little bit, so they won't be able to see which cars are which, probably from.
We're not going to touch it. The main thing is that you're actually filming this property, these individuals around here that's got, a risk to ourselves in terms of where that information goes and where the footage goes to.
Exchange grinds to a halt over nothing more than imagined threats. The manager argues that because the footage could be misused by criminals, the filming itself must be a problem. But the law doesn't work on hypotheticals. In the UK, people are punished for crimes, not for creating material that someone else might abuse later. Calm and unshaken, the auditor dismantles the argument by pointing out the obvious. Far more detailed views of the site already exist online through tools like Google Maps. That should be the end of it. But instead, the situation turns strange. The manager drops a demand for identification and shifts tactics, physically repositioning himself, trying to box the auditor in and force his face onto camera. It's a revealing moment where concern gives way to control, and a quiet attempt is made to strip anonymity not through law, but through maneuvering and pressure.
Yeah. So where do we go from here then? Because you look like busy guys. You might want to be.
We are very busy.
Yeah.
Concerned you can imagine this is a bit more important for the implications. That's the issue.
Ooh, that is a nice car. That I'll purposely film that. I'll move it away like that. Look. I didn't want to get his registration number. That's all. But it's a very nice car. That. Yeah, I'm not here to kind of film people, so I'll move it away like that when they're coming past. With private cars.
There's any great confidence in telling what you actually do with this footage.
Well, I'll just say that I don't normally do that. I don't normally divulge any information when I'm on location.
What do you normally do then? What do you normally do?
Just
at this point, we don't know what the purpose or intent is.
Literally, just to get just to film the building from the outside, from public.
What purpose?
Just for my own purpose. Just for my own purpose. I don't normally go into detail. You know what I mean?
But I think you need to. I think it's. I think it's at this point you kind of need to let us understand what the purpose is.
Allay our fears.
I'd rather not. Just you seem like busy guys.
But yeah, we are busy guys, but we're stood here now trying to work out what the situation is.
Well, all it is from me, I'll literally just say, all I'm doing is filming from the outside, from public, flying a drone over, and then that's it, done. Just for my own purposes. I'd rather not go into any detail about what I'm doing with it and all that kind of stuff, and giving detail.
If you kind of swaying away from the subject.
And again, it makes it more suspicious when you're actually outside in an open environment with a mask that's obviously not serving its purpose, but it does cover your face.
Yeah, I know.
That gives extra concern as well.
Yeah, because it's like you said, sometimes people, when you're filming, sometimes people walk up to you, and because you're then on my camera, you think, oh, I'll film him then, just to try and get me back or something. But it's not like that. I ain't brought you out to come and on the camera, if you know what I mean.
What I came to obviously gives us extra suspicion, like I say, when you're walking outside with a mask on that ain't actually serving purpose, or again to hide your face. So you're all guarded, you've got all the information, and yet you're quite happy to take everything about this what we've got here. So it's a little bit one-sided at the moment.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. It is a bit, isn't it? But yeah, it's just nothing illegal about it, basically.
We don't know that.
Yeah, it's
don't
fine.
Know your intent.
The final argument the manager reaches for doesn't hold up either. Frustrated that the auditor is filming while keeping his own identity hidden, he treats the face covering as something suspicious, even threatening. But the law is clear. Wearing a mask or face covering in public is generally lawful. It may feel unfair to those being filmed, but discomfort doesn't translate into authority. Suspicion on its own gives a private individual no power to detain someone demand identification, or insist that clothing be removed. At this point, the issue is no longer about safety or legality. It's about control, and the law simply doesn't support it.
What he intends to do with it, and he gives us concern now, you're now making us concerned with whether or not we need to register this with the authorities to get further understanding.
Oh yeah, don't phone police. They'll be even busier than you guys.
Possibly are. But these major companies getting cyber hacked, getting all the information. There's a lot of stuff out there, and as soon as you start videoing stuff that's going to go out on the World Wide Web, it's open to everybody.
Yeah, I never said it was gonna though, but yeah, I know what you mean. It's one of those things, isn't it? It's just.
But it's not one of those things, unfortunately. We've never had this before, and it's not normal.
Have you never had anyone rock up and film this place?
No. Not to the point of the outside.
I've seen enough of these videos.
It's impressive.
What's going on.
Yeah, it's impressive. It's impressive building.
There's hundreds of millions of impressive businesses around here.
And we are not the most impressive by any means.
Oh, I don't know. I like them flags and that big welcome thing along the top there. And I am interested in cars. I'm a bit of a car
There's
enthusiast.
plenty of car auctions around here. There's much better buildings than ours.
Well, I will tell you a little bit. And you're not the only place I've come to drone over today. So I picked it out. I picked them out before I came. There's this place that looks good from the air. So I looked at it from Google Maps and I thought that's going to look good, as I'm flying over. And the yard as well. That, as you're going over and stuff, all the different colours of the cars and stuff. It's just makes for really good droning footage. That's all.
And again, for what purpose?
Where's it going, Doc?
Yeah, I'd rather not say. I'd rather not get into it.
I don't know why you're beating about the bush, mate. I've seen enough of these videos, and I get why we're stood here, and that's exactly what you want right now. Is for us to stand here.
No, I would literally rather you get back in because I'm running out of time. I've got an allotted time for this place because I need to stick to a schedule. Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much, guys, for coming and seeing me. I'm gonna. Do you want to? Before I do go, do you want to give me one interesting fact? Any interesting facts?
Mind you, things that are actually around it, just come a little bit closer to our CCTV, so at least we can confirm this conversation. That should there be anything that comes out beyond that, we've probably got you anyway on CCTV. If you're saying you're doing nothing happy to film us, are you happy to do set forward to get into view of our cameras?
I'm not going to come into the view of your cameras because your cameras cover your property. I'm not going to go back onto your property. Yeah, I don't want to go back onto your property now. Yeah, definitely not. No, I'd rather. I know because I'd rather just stay on the outside now and just finish off the piece for the ground.
Why are you so nervous now then when you quite earlier on?
What follows is a subtle but revealing move, a calculated attempt to turn surveillance back on the auditor. The manager asks him to step backward into range of the site's CCTV cameras, not as a request for safety, but as a tactic to capture his identity. The rule here is absolute. No one can be compelled to enter private property. The auditor spots it immediately, recognizing the request for what it is, optional, not enforceable, and calmly refuses. This moment marks a critical boundary. Once you leave a public space, protections change. By holding his ground, the auditor avoids being maneuvered out of a public safe zone and into a position where control could quietly be taken from it. Right then, guys, as well as Aston Barclay, today we came to have a quick look also at Sigma. What we can do is we can kind of see it on the distance there. I don't know if you can see that sign Sigma. 4 loading bays at the back, and what I'll do is I'll just walk around and do the intro and we'll have a look at Sigma. But before I do that, I've noticed that quite a lot of people are viewing the videos now. So if you're watching the video now and you're not subscribed, please subscribe because it really does help me make more of these videos. Just waiting for the cars to pass while I do this little speech. And also on the walk over, remember memberships are available and that also does help the channel, guys. So then, guys, we have Sigma. These are experts at transforming commercial space. With over 20 years experience, Sigma's end-to-end services include construction, consolidation to fixture procurement and mechanical and electrical installation, as well as delivering bespoke client projects. So we're still here at Sigma, and I noticed a lovely rainbow. I'm hoping that signals the fact that... Sorry, I've just been interrupted by this guy. Yeah, how's it going? You alright?
No. Just
Alright.
stay back a bit. What are you doing?
Just asking if you need anything.
All right, cool. All right, that's fine then. I just don't like it when people get a bit too close.
No,
That's all.
I know
Yeah.
you're auditing, so that's fine.
Yeah.
You're quite within your right to do that.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a walk around, see what we do?
That'd be best ever audit ever. Sigma. Yeah, here we go. Look. Do you know, I've been waiting forever to get one of these where we get a tiny little tour. Got a lot. Can I just get these police going past? Look as well. Look.
You guys on private car. In James doing some audits and bits and pieces in here.
Yeah.
Knowing what, yeah.
Well, I'm heading further down the road, but I thought I'd do these two first and then just make it down to.
I think that place over there, the chicken factory, and then
Yeah.
where a consolidation centre for food shop.
This next moment is a masterclass in de-escalation, set against everything that came before. The contrast couldn't be clearer. At Sigma, there's no suspicion, no power struggle, no attempt to control the situation. Instead, the employee chooses transparency, casually offering a tour and showing there's nothing to hide. And just like that, the perceived security threat disappears. No tension, no arguments, no legal confusion. It proves a simple but powerful truth. When fear drives responses, conflict follows. But when openness leads, suspicion collapses. Sometimes the strongest security measure a company has isn't authority at all. It's a calm and confident welcome.
Consolidation centre, eh? So. Yeah, I can. Yeah. Let me know if you don't want me to record anything. I won't do it. Yeah.
Clothing retailers, supermarket retailers. The equipment comes into the building, it gets distributed out, and then we send it out.
Excellent. There we go. We got to see inside Sigma. Fantastic.
That's pretty much it, really. Yeah. In a nutshell. Yeah, no, you're welcome to do what you want. Obviously, if you use public footpath and stuff.
Yeah, I'll have a little wander on. Yeah. Do you want to give me your name or anything, or your position, or?
Andy, my name.
Andy. Okay. And do you want me to blur your face out or anything?
No, you're fine.
All right. Excellent. Cheers, Andy. And that's the best ever audit. We've got a little tour inside Sigma. There you go, guys. Leave some positive feedback for Sigma. There we are, look. Right, guys. I've just been approached by the police. Hi there, what's your name, sir? Alright.
We just had a call to say you're filming and we were wondering why. I think
Called to say we're filming. Who was it that called?
Sorry, a security guy at one of the businesses.
Yeah.
To have a look at what was going on, but you're on your way on your bike, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm planning to be around just a little bit longer.
Alright.
But yeah, I went over to Forza.
Yeah.
And they didn't like me, well, filming basically. So I did what I needed to do. Then I nipped over to Sigma. So I'm just doing a little ground tour of some of these places.
All right, okay.
And they were fine with it. They actually took me in and took me around.
Yeah.
So I've literally just been inside Sigma.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
People are different, aren't they? When they see a camera, they get a bit worried, and when they think the cars are being filmed, even terror-threatening, people don't know, do they? They just get a little bit worried about filming, but that's fine. I don't think, what's your name? I don't think I've met you before.
Yeah, no, I don't normally give out my name when I'm on location. Yeah, I just in the area. When wind dies down a little bit, I'm going to fly a drone over Forza, Sigma, and some of the other places I'm doing. I'm just doing a little film about, and then I might come down to police headquarters and see what you guys are up to.
When the police finally arrive, the tone shifts in a noticeable way. This time, the interaction starts the way it should, professionally and without assumptions, likely responding to a call from the first business. The officer approaches with curiosity rather than accusation, opening with a simple question instead of an immediate demand for identification. That distinction matters. At this stage, there's no allegation of crime and no reasonable suspicion, which means the encounter is consensual. The auditor is under no obligation to explain himself, and legally, he could walk away or remain silent. Instead, He chooses to engage, setting the stage for a conversation grounded in cooperation rather than coercion.
So obviously be careful with drones. If our helicopter's out, you don't want to be flying it too high, do you?
Yeah. Have you got a helicopter that lands and takes off near that headquarters?
No, but
Oh.
if it's flying over for any sort of incident, when we put our drones up or when YAPAC do, we have to let them know just so you can interfere. That's all. So all I'd ask is just be conscious of that, and just be aware we will do that. We might get more calls, we might have people chatting to you. Just because everybody deals with being video differently, don't they? They don't always understand the regulations around it. So that's all I'd say. But I'll let you get on your way and I'll go in.
No, you'll be fine. Thank you for that. Yeah.
It's all right.
No, thank you. Cheers.
Well, I saw you driving away. I thought there's no point driving past you, is it? It's always nice to have a chat.
Yeah,
See what
exactly.
people's
Yeah,
intentions are and
yeah,
see how
exactly.
you're getting on.
Well, hopefully I've allayed you any suspicions that you might have. Literally just out filming, flying a drone. Try and let your colleagues know, because obviously if they see me out and about, you know, they might. Well, if they stop, don't they? But you never know.
That's fine. No worries.
Okay,
Nice to
thank you
meet
very much. You too. Cheers. Very good police interaction there. It's just had a quick word. That's all, really. Isn't it? And I'll do it. I'll just wait for her to drive off, just so you know that she's drove off. And then what we'll do is we'll head on to the next place.
This video offered a perfect spectrum of accountability. First, the auction manager struggled with the concept of public filming, confusing company policy with the law and attempting to trap the auditor on CCTV. Second, the Sigma team proved that kindness kills conflict. Finally, the police officer demonstrated how to investigate a call without infringing on rights. She accepted the explanation and left without demanding a Section 50 name check. A solid win for transparency. If you enjoyed this forensic breakdown, please hit subscribe. This video is educational, not legal advice. Always check local laws. Peace out.
By the end, the video delivers a full spectrum of accountability in action. At the auction site, the manager stumbled over the basics of public filming, mistaking internal policy for law, and even trying to maneuver the auditor into CCTV to force identification. At Sigma, the opposite approach proved its value. Openness and courtesy dissolved tension instantly, and when the police became involved, professionalism sealed the lesson. The officer investigated the call without overstepping, accepted a clear explanation, and left without resorting to a Section 50 name check or unnecessary demands. 3 encounters, 3 outcomes, 1 clear takeaway. Respect for rights and calm communication work better than control ever could. If you found this breakdown useful, subscribe for more. This content is for education only, not legal advice. Always check your local laws.